deliver consistent high purity products to
Roger, thanks for joining InvestorStream. With the announcement of QX's maiden drill program in the Drummond Basin, you've released a very detailed update with a lot of excellent technical data. But can you give us just a quick summary of the work you and your team have done analysing the historical data, and what are some of the highlights you've uncovered here?
Well, Alex, the QX team have done very well. Quite a bit of data entry to build a solid model and a wireframe model that could be built to give us a three-dimensional model of the existing Lucky Break mineralisation. And to do so, it takes a lot of hours and a lot of statistical work, but it's basically prepared us now for understanding what the model looks like, what the mineralisation looks like, and preparing us for those drilling designs that we're putting together now for starting our drilling program shortly.
So you have 2,000 metres of RC drilling planned. Will you focus mostly on the historical shallow open pit, or are you going to focus along strike, or are you going to actually focus along both those targets?
It's a good question because clearly all those targets would offer benefit for QX and building up a gold inventory. We will firstly start drilling in and around some known targets that are probably higher up on the list. So, for example, the northern end of the pit has some very good grades that we've sampled in the end of the pit, and we sort of got a good feeling for that area. And also to the south, there was a very high-grade small pit mined at the same time as the larger pit. And that high-grade pit was shallow and has some good intersections below it, and we believe that area there will also add some tonnes and grade to our story. And of course, we are also reasonably confident from what we've done with the potassium-40 work, because potassium-40 indicates hydrothermal fluid activity, and therefore we understand that there's an anomaly of potassium-40 to the southwest and somewhat to the northeast, and we will target those areas with the view that there should be some extensions to this original pit, and all the indicators give us a good feeling around that.
I see you've reported some fairly encouraging historical intercepts and sample results from a recent site visit. What do these results and grades tell you about Lucky Break?
Well, look, they're real samples taken by myself. So they indicate that in the wall rock of the pit that we have actual grades, and those grades are up over 3 grams and 6 grams indicate that we've got a vein which we've mapped and plotted and running from the north of the pit, probably slightly moving to the east, and we would therefore have some confidence around our drilling, given that we know that we can see the vein and there's grades in it at the end of the pit.
Okay, Roger, and just finally, if you have success with this drill program, are you looking to undertake follow-up drilling here, or is the intention to test some of the undrilled targets you've recently defined?
Well, it's a good problem to have too many targets, and look, QX has some solid drilling targets for this year. Of course, we've got Lucky Break that we're going to be drilling, and then if that shows promise, which we're very confident of, there'll be further drilling at depth. Of course, we'll follow this thing down deep, and if there's extensions, as we've highlighted in this discussion, we'll follow those up further to the north end to the south. But we've got our IBIS anomaly, which we announced late last year, soil anomaly that looks very elegant, and of course the Red Dog one, which is even again probably more exciting given that we've followed it with rock chip samples as well as the soil sampling. Plus, we've also got that potassium-40 high over that area and some electromag information, which also backs up the story. So Red Dog will definitely be on the cards to drill this year, but we're just starting with Lucky Break because it's probably the lowest hanging fruit at this stage.
Roger, really appreciate you taking the time to join me today, and all the best for your upcoming programs.
Thanks, Alex.